Alright. Yep, and it is now recording. Turning down the desktop audio. Now we can unmute that. Alright. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day, and I hope everyone has had a wonderful Halloween's. Mine was quite alright. Yeah, we're continuing more of the Nightmare Before Christmas, Oogie's Revenge. Last time we had gotten to the Pumpkin Patch area.
Oogie's Revenge.
So pretty much during that part, we managed to... I'm gonna take the model off for a second. But during that part, we managed to basically save Dr. Finkelstein, save Sally from the graveyard, and now we're seeing what's up with the Pumpkin Patch area.
Welcome back.
The reason I took the model off is because I realized at the end of the first part of this, I didn't manage to get... Yeah, we're on Chapter 9. Well, no, we completed Chapter 9, so we're going to Chapter 10. But I didn't get the title card for the first part, so I'm remedying that now. Okay. So we're on Chapter 10, and a thing of note, so last part I had said that there was 6 crystal skulls. That is wrong. What it was is I only found 6 on my practice playthrough. I forgot about the other 2. There was 2 that I had forgotten about and missed. One of them, you can actually get on Grave Danger or the Crypt Keeper. So this is why I forgot this one. So what it is the secret hidden area in this that is in the last part. It's where the gravestone where Deadly Nightshade is. So after you enter the first time and you beat it, you get your figurine, basically. If you enter it again after that, you get a crystal skull. It's the only hidden area in the game where you get 2 things from it. Well, technically 3, pretty much, because of the Deadly Nightshade in the secret chapter. But... yeah, so, but there will be a point later in the game we'll be coming back through that graveyard or cemetery area. So that's why I'm not too worried about going back and getting it now. We'll just get it on the run back through. But with that, let us start Beril's Maze. It says maze, but as we'll see when we go into it, it's not really that much of a maze.
No thanks. I've had enough of your treats.
Hello, you little shits.
Jack, we're just getting started.
Our biggest trick is yet to come.
You're gonna get so lost. And after what we did to the mayor's house, oops, wasn't supposed to tell you that. Catch you later, Jack.
Not the mayor. Now I do gotta say, out of the trio, Peril is probably my favorite, just because... well, he's a little shit, but he's like the nicest out of them. Alright, so right off the bat, head to the right here, there's a hidden area right through here. And in case you're joining us now and didn't get to see the first part, yes, we are playing a Jack Skellington's, trying to get back our Halloween towns.
Are you ready?
Using our weapon, the Soul Robber, this green slime whip, basically. I was gonna say, get that fire soul. Yeah, so this hidden area, there's some statues around, basically. You can grab their bombs and throw them back at them, but I find it a lot easier, just whip them. God, they were aiming at me for a second, but... Same strategy for all ghosts. Just charge up the whip and just spin around. Yep. But also to mention again, in case, once again, no one saw the first part. Not no one, some people. I know some people saw it, but this is a 100% playthrough in terms of the collectibles. It is not, I'm not showing off how to get like S ranks on every stage or anything. Now another one of our tools is that we can turn into Santa Jack, who can attract enemies with his little jack in the boxes, and we have 3 of them that we can use. Oh my gosh. Thank goodness. Like, as far as I'm aware, I haven't seen any action games do this, but thank goodness we've got out of the PS2 generation of, like, enemies clipping through geometry. Like, it's not... That's why these guys are the worst, just because it's like they can literally get out of range and you can't even reach them. But the only good thing about these ghost enemies is the fact that they can get you a lot of exclamation points. Oh nice, we got a blue soul. So we got unlimited spins now. Unfortunately, it's right at the end of it, but oh well. La 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 la. La 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 la. But do that one, and you get yourself a Halloween ghost figure. So let me make sure. Yep, Mike's picking up. Yeah. So this next level, so like I said, they say it's a maze. It's really not. What it is that it's got some trippy pathways that mostly is due to the camera. But what you're doing is path is locked, and you're finding these pumpkin-like scarecrow things, because when you whip them, you open up a new pathway. Some of them are kind of, you gotta do some unique methods to get to them, and so on and so forth, but that's basically what you're doing for this. And we're trying to make our way to the big pumpkin. Now while you're also going through this level, you want to keep a lookout for a green waterfall, because behind that waterfall is another hidden area. But for this part, so grab one of these explosive pumpkins, and you can toss it at that other scarecrow. Yep, and then after that we get some Cyclops enemies. Now, funnily enough, in this level, you can actually beat this level in like less than 2 minutes, because that's the thing with this game. You don't actually, unless it's a room where they lock you into it, you can just run away from most fights in this game, funnily enough. In fact, a lot of time that's how you're probably gonna get your S ranks for times in these levels, because every level, again, in case basically you're coming into this without watching the first part, every level, if you get an all A or S ranks on every thing you're ranked for, then you get a special figurine for that chapter. Now the thing with those ranks though is once you get an A or S on it, like the specific ranking, so if you get an A or F, get an A and S on your time, it just records it permanently as that's the best one. So it actually kind of helps for completion purposes that if you're struggling... Oh, okay, these guillotine ones, so... Yeah, this is the waterfall I'm talking about, by the way. But these guillotine ones, they're not bad here, but like they are some of the most annoying enemies that you'll face later on. To put them in the worst positions. But yeah, if you're actually struggling with a specific ranking, trying to do it all at once, whenever you enter a stage, just focus on that one specific element. So if you're focusing, so that's why it's like if you're struggling on doing the time for a stage, then just do a run through where you're just running away from all the enemies. Because then that'll get you your best time. If you're struggling on like combos, you know, have a session where you're focusing purely on potentially running back to a hidden area with a lot of enemies. Because every hidden area is technically accessible to you, so find a hidden area that has a lot that you found you can get a high combo rank in. Now some levels they have very specific rooms they want you to do that stuff in to be able to get your rankings, but that is an option as well, which I do appreciate just because like I said, I like this game, but some of the nightmare rankings they have, some of the nightmare requirement rankings are borderline like fucking insane. I'd say it's a lot more forgiving on normal mode, but they're a lot more reasonable in some regards. But like nightmare rankings, especially when it comes to the fucking combo one, a lot of time what they want you to get is like Pumpkin King and Dim Sum for the S rank. Yeah, but there's no figure in this one. It's just a choose your prize, which I chose. Oh shit. Come on, let me get the Bitcoin. No, Jack. There we go. Yeah, there's no figure for that one. It's just, what it is if you've already cleared out a hidden room, that's what it'll be, is they'll give you those three options. So one of them, as you saw, is a crap ton of money. I think two of them are actually a crap ton of money. It's just maybe one gives you less. The other one is a full restock, so like it gives you a bunch of health, it gives you a bunch of blue souls. Now we can swing across, but I'm actually gonna go over here and drop down onto this ledge. So, we can get a candy barrel. I don't know that's actually what it's called, it's what I always called it as a kid, just because it looked like there was a piece of candy on the symbol. And spin those up. I've already proven myself. I don't need to screw with these ones. Wait, I hope, please don't have me still be in the fight. Okay, good. Yeah, because if you are ever in a fight, they don't let you use the grapple points. It's quite what we call in the industry rude. Okay, yeah, you can swing back. So that's another ledge where you can just drop back down the original area. So if you need to get something, you can. Okay, now funnily enough, so the end of the level is technically behind that, is past that bridge. So if you actually walk onto that bridge, it will just end it. So if you do want to kill these things like me, then make sure you don't accidentally cross it. Yeah, but like I said, that is Beril's maze. Not really much of a maze.
Clear time.
Yeah.
Combo.
Yeah.
Damage.
Yeah.
Exclamation marks.
Cause.
Nightmare.
Cause. Some say cause.
Excellent. Soul bonus.
Yep, and you can get a figure for Oogie for doing that one. I believe it's the normal Oogie. Just because in the very first stage you get one for the shadow Oogie. But alright. I'm not looking forward to this next chapter because it contains probably what's actually the most difficult fight in the game. And as I talked about last, in my previous part of Wukong, not challenging, difficult for arbitrary reasons, but we'll get into it as we go. Also, I just realized I never actually showed off the map for this place. Yep. It's not too bad. Honestly, out of all the maps in the game, this one is probably the most legible. Like I said, I don't think that's a bad thing, though. I actually do like the way they handle, or like the style of maps they do in this game. I think it's really fun.
They're attacking from within. I'd better climb up and have a look.
Into the giant pumpkin. Also, I do want to give a fair warning. I don't know how well it'll pick up on the stream, but inside this pumpkin, there's kind of a weird, like, heartbeat inside of it. Like, it'll make a ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum noise. So if you feel uncomfortable about that kind of stuff or don't like that, then sound warning. Then I'd recommend just on YouTube, or just if you're watching the stream for a bit, maybe don't stick around. I always say that just because I genuinely know people that they don't like that kind of like sound, or it like makes them feel weird. Yeah, it sounds like it's picking up on stream, so. Alright, so what you're doing is you're fighting through multiple floors of this pumpkin. Now, if you want to get your best taunt or combo during this level, this first floor is actually your best bet, given these troll skeletons. Are the easiest enemies you can probably fight on this. Now I screwed up, and I thought that one would have been close enough to hit with the spin, but alas. Yeah, I don't know why the pumpkin has a heartbeat, it just do. Alright, yeah, on the second floor, it's a bunch of ghosts, so... Like we discussed normally, grab one of them and spin the rest to death. Bam. Halloween. Okay, good. Yeah, like I said, if you ever do see one go down into the floor, then do your spinning move. Do a charge spinning move, whether it be charging it up manually or taunting like that, because that'll draw them out. Alright, the camera's kind of fucking you on this one. So, on this floor, there's enemies hiding in the pumpkins, so like normal. So don't run too fast, but use Santa Jack to scare them out. And there are ones on this side. Like I said, it becomes, I think that's later, actually. Alright, and yeah, they'll appear on pretty much, yeah. Like I said, that's why, like, be careful, because the camera will not provide you a good, angle to see these things. Like I said, it's one of the worst things about, it's always one of the most unfortunate things about coming back to these old PS2 action games is I'm so spoiled by modern camera work nowadays. But I've always wanted to say, I mean, I've grown up on them, so that's why it's like, they're really no problem to me, but I always did like, fixed camera angles, mostly because of the fact that it's like, depending on if you use it well, you can actually provide a very unique experience to the player. I could talk about that more later. Welcome to the toughest boss in the game. Like I said, for very arbitrary reasons.
Now, Peril,
It was...
it's time I
Guy-
taught you a lesson.
Oh god, he's gonna beat his ass. What? Alright, so Peril plays by the same rules, basically. Your best chance is either grabbing Peril himself or grabbing his enemies. Now the issue is Peril's enemy type is the as you see, the enemies that throw the boomerangs. So what this is as you're trying to do this, and as you're trying to grab him or you're trying to grab other enemies, you'll have ranged attacks coming your way. And the camera does not help you during this part at all. Also, Peril, you need to pay attention to his sound cues, but he's a ranged fighter, so as you're trying to do stuff, he will shoot you with his slingshot blast.
Because Mr. Oogie Boogie is the meanest guy around.
If I were on his Oogie list, I'd get out of
Now, the main issue with this, actually, it's not too bad. It becomes bad later on when he starts summoning the red ones.
You reward us too, I bet.
I wonder how it's going to be.
Like now. So now, whenever we end up killing any of the normal ones, we'll now start the red ones to come out, and like I said, this is now where this kind of becomes a pain.
We brought the factor back to take this town away from Jack. We knew he'd fight to set things right, so we got that guy to attack.
Ghosts and skeletons galore. Brainwashed fighters wanting more. They're rising up from every tomb to torment and seal his doom. Hail to Mr. Oogie.
Okay, so I got an extremely lucky setup here.
Guessing all the time, never let him rest. And Mr. Boogeyman.
And take the whole town over again.
You'll be so pleased, I do declare.
Yeah, a useful strategy I say is using Santa Jack's frozen things to kind of stun them. Alright, this is what I'm talking about. See, now this is the shit that ends up happening is Beril's off screen and I'm just getting smacked by every fucking angle conceivable.
We'll get away with anything. We're scolding for our
Okay.
the new King Oogie. Let's get it.
There we go.
There, we'll do it.
Okay, for once the streaming curse actually didn't fuck me on this. Thank you, streaming curse. But yeah, if that one can be extremely annoying, like I said, because mostly when you hit those red ones, a lot of the attacks are coming from off screen.
Barrel. Pranks are one thing, but real danger is not a good idea.
I'm sorry, Jack.
Please stop being a little terrorist.
No more serving Oogie.
Okay, Jack.
What's the point of? Isn't the point of the fingers behind your back supposed to be like as you're making the agreement? I don't know. Holiday door that has to be returned to its holiday tree. It's a burp. For north gate of the plaza, it unlocks the residential area.
Clear time.
Yeah, and so like I said, a strategy I used pretty much, I wasn't really able to show it off because
Exclamation marks count.
my brain went smooth during that last bit trying to do so, but
Excellent.
if you want to try and hold off some of the red enemies, then I recommend using Santa Jack to
Full bonus.
either freeze them, or you can use your normal presence to de-oogify them. De-oogify, that sounds horrendous. But basically take them out of Oogie mode. I believe that works. I haven't tried it. In a while. I'm trying to remember if I've ever done it on one of the playthroughs I've ever done this game. I don't think I have. So. But that is the pumpkin patch done and finished. Chapter 12, Runaway Clown. This is a weird one. But we also got enough money now that we can get our Soul Robber to level 3. Its last upgrade point. Alright, so this golden pumpkin here, it kind of tricks you because it gives you the idea maybe you gotta go back through the pumpkin area. No, what you gotta do is you gotta time your triple jumps. So you have to do the straightforward one. So you have to do the one where you're heading in a straight direction. You can't do the side slides. Yeah, that one kind of makes you think you have to go back through the pumpkin area. No, you just time your triple jumps and then you'll be able to get into it. Yep, but the bridge remains out, so I believe there should be a quick way back. quick way back.
Soul robber.
Okay, no, it's not, here, now you gotta go on this side. Yeah, so as I was talking about, so unfortunately it's one of, back on, like, old camera angles. I can appreciate old camera angles from the fact that, one, it's a nostalgia thing. I grew up on, like, stuff like Clock Tower 3, Haunting Ground, and Resident Evil and Silent Hill especially for those old camera angles. And it's an art form I think like I wish would kind of come back, because nowadays game designers have the ability to know what people want out of these kind of camera angles. The problem a lot of people had with them back then was just you know, is that it's disorienting in some cases, and I get that because I've had that, you know, with this game sometimes, and with a lot of the old games I play. But hey, Behemoth, how you doing? How you doing, buddy?
Take time to grow back. I grow again. My job.
He's just a hard-working man. Head, I can't say head empty, but like head bisected. But with that, guys, let us say goodbye to the pumpkin patch. No, because I'll still say one of the most, I'll stream it. I want to stream it at some point, but that'll definitely probably be on, like, maybe next, October, if I get a chance to play some of the other Silent Hill games. We'll see. At some point I'll do it, but actually I want to go to the witch's shop first. But, like, one of my most memorable moments that I remember why it's, like, why I like, fixed camera angles so much was Silent Hill 3, where in that game there was a moment in, like, a dance studio where you find this storage room, and there's this mannequin. Nothing's wrong about it at first. And then you just walk away from it to the other side or something, and then you just hear like a shotgun blast and a scream, and then when you go back to that mannequin, it's now bloodied up. And that moment fucking was like, that scared the shit out of me. And, you know, it's one of those things that it's like, modern cameras definitely make for the convenience and such, but I don't know. I think, like, I wish more games would take a crack at going back to that old style. Also, how many crystal skulls are we at? We're only at 2. Okay. Well, so go behind the town hall area where we fought Oogie, and this is where you can use the residential area key. And this leads us into definitely one of the more confusing areas in the game. Like, it's not too terribly bad, but it's technically the most complicated. Unfortunately, though, we have to take care of some bullshit before we even get there. How on earth did you beat me here?
I was on my way home to get some more supplies when I heard someone screaming and saw a clown riding around. It seems those Oogie baddies installed some kind of engine in Clown's unicycle. Jack, I wonder if you might have something in your bag that could slow him down.
I mean, I get the unicycle is thing. Can he not actually just bail out? But to stop Clown, what you have to do... Ah, damn. So you have to toss down some jack-in-the-boxes and basically try and time it. Now, we can try interacting with him, but we can't actually do anything. You do... Yeah.
I guess the only way to stop Clown is to remove that engine, and not even my spells can do that. If you had some kind of tool, you might be able to take it out while he's stopped.
A tool, eh?
I wonder where one could find such a tool.
I wonder. Well, like I said, you do have to make the actual attempt to stop him and interact with him, because otherwise, if you try talking to the witch, I can't remember her name again, then she'll just go like, "Yo, that's some bullshit. Can you like do something?" Which, by the way, while I'm here, I forgot to purchase while I was in there. I'm gonna restock on my red souls, because we're gonna need them in a bit.
Witch's shop, the best bargain in town.
I'm sure.
Sorry, that's all you can catch. You are all...
Toll robber.
So give me more. Yep. So if you haven't made a guess, so we gotta make the run back to the doctor. Also, like I said, I love the time change during this game, and this is probably my favorite look. I mean, it's probably my favorite given that's where a majority of the first movie was. I say first movie, it only ever got one movie. The movie was at nighttime. I just like the vibe. It's... I don't know. It's like I've always, when it comes to video games, I tend to enjoy like nighttime vibes in them a lot more than like daytime. It's just kind of there's just something more like chill and relaxing about it. Unless you're what is it? Dying Light, where in Dying Light, nighttime, is one of the worst states you could ever be in. Because in that game, when it's nighttime, Dying Light's the parkour zombie game that was made by the Dead Island people. During nighttime, the zombies are a lot more aggressive, and that's when the super zombies come out. Alright. But on our second run through this, Sally's room is now open. Which immediately run to our desk and pick up our next crystal skull. So like I said, if you had gotten the crystal skull from the Nightshade place, this is technically now where you could make your other crystal bottle. However, because I forgot to pick it up. Oh boy, there's a lot of skeletons in here, and there will be a lot more. Because for some reason, hiding in Sally's room is hundreds upon hundreds of these fucking, troll skeletons. Oh, never mind. There was a blue soul. So use your blue souls here. What the hell? That twirl's actually an attack? I never knew that. Also, I forgot. Yeah, so blue souls, it's if you're capped out, they automatically get used. Otherwise, additional ones get added to your inventory. Yeah, so this is the room, because this chapter's combo S ranking is like you need to get like 300. So I said, I don't know why, there's like hundreds and hundreds of troll skeletons in Sally's room. No, I'm not grabbing any. But it's... Like I said, they just keep on coming, so just grab them, spin them around. Otherwise, the other solution is that I'll probably be using soon when we run out of blue souls. Pumpkin King, and just keep bursting around you. Yeah, as we're about to do so. On the bright side, though, you can actually, this is a pretty decent grinding spot, all things considered. Because, like I said, this is where you're intended to get your A rank, since the ranking for it, your A or S rank, since the ranking requires you to get at least, like, 200 something for A and 300 for S. I promise, there is an actual end to these. My damage rank, damage rank's definitely gonna be trash though. That much is assured. You know, it's funny because whenever it's always stuff like this that I always find like so entertaining in kind of these old games. It's like this feels like some like hit of 100 trials type shit from like RPGs and all that, where it's just like randomly here's this room where there's just like there's not strong enemies in here. It's all the basic ones. Oh god, I'm gonna die in here. It's like, here's a room filled with a bunch of weak enemies. Okay, no, we're good. So this is the end of it. Which, honestly, boom. Yeah, you don't get a reward for killing them all. It's just the crystal skull in here. It's why they just go ahead and give it to you. I can't remember it, but I think it's like, if I remember, like my favorite example of just like some sort of game, a game where basically it uses like what would typically be like the weakest enemy or beginner enemy, and just like make them super threatening. Shin Megami Tensei 5.
Oh
Well, I'll get through this first.
Well, you say you need a tool. Help yourself there, over there. Say, Igor's been babbling about something. Would you mind listening to
Igor is a babbling. What can I do for you, my friend?
Listen to Igor.
Igor was eating Bone Biscuit when I hear manhole scratch. I turn, no scratch. I turn back. Biscuit gone!
By God.
Oh, Jack, get Biscuit back, please. Then Igor help you.
What? Why is your payment biscuits? Do we not have just a fucking Hardee's around here? Is that what that restaurant is with the big star on it? Do we not have just? Does Halloween Town not have a fucking Chick-fil-A? There are all kinds of tools in here. Yep. So that's what we need to help out Clown, but as you've seen, we have entered our next secret chapter. Which, compared to the last secret chapter, this is the second and last one. But it is nowhere near as complicated or requires us to run around as much. What we need to do is drop off. The annoying part is you'll have to reclimb this tower after you do it, but what it requires us to do is you'll just exit out here, and we'll go to that manhole that we couldn't do anything with last time, but now we can. Should I enter manhole? Yes. Hey, remember how I said, you should get used to this guy? This is what I mean. Unfortunately, though, for this one, we don't have music notes. So meaning all you're doing is just whipping these spiders. And pretty much just, it sucks. But it's the exact same thing. Just whip his anus, charge up a spin move, grab one as soon as possible, and then just spin. Now the other thing though is we have Pumpkin King Jack now, who can actually help out in clearing some of the spiders, but there's no way to make this fight go faster. You're just having to hit him over and over again. Jack, no. And would you believe me if I said, the crazy ass people that made this game, thought this boss was so entertaining, we're gonna encounter a mandatory one later on. It's quite fun. Yep. But I do gotta talk about this. Oh god. And like I said, you get bouts like that where they're all on just one side, and it's just like, it's awful. But, even though this game definitely is, like, I think the combat is actually pretty alright in terms of, I have said this, I do genuinely believe if you're like kind of maybe not sure how to feel about action games or like kind of like combo stuff, I do actually genuinely say this is probably a safe option to jump into. Because combos are real simple, it gets down the tactics and kind of the idea with most action games where it's like, look, this game removes the difficulty of like, you gotta keep doing something new every time to build up your combo rating. But it keeps the idea of, as long as you are doing something and keeping on the move, and not taking like time to stop or like trying to be too safe to keep up your combo rating and such. Then I think it's pretty forgiving as like as a jumping point if you're like weirdly wanting to start Devil May Cry's. Now, if you want my honest opinion, if you want a game to really jump into that kind of stuff, DMC 5 is pretty alright, and Bayonetta 2. I know that sounds weird, but like those games are like, I find, either mechanically better designed than some of their previous games, and easier to jump into with some things. Okay.
Now we must stop that evil Oogie scheme and save our Halloween.
It definitely could have helped if they just chose us a different music though, because like I said, they're just using the exact same song, but you don't have any music notes to go with it, so it's like... Yeah. I like how I did choose probably one of the worst parts of the game, though, to kind of just be like, yeah, I picked up at this first time, but to be fair, this part is optional. I'm just doing it to show off, like, the, hey, this is some stuff you can do. And the souls you get is worth it, because your reward for this is you get 2,000 soul coins. So it's not like it's not like you're not getting compensated for your troubles, but still, it's just the annoying part is the fact that you literally don't have control over the length of the battle. You're kind of just praying a lot of the spiders just kind of work with you, and it's quite oh Lord. And yeah, this is kind of the manual aiming experience, though, is the fact that like a lot of your shots go over the spiders' heads. I probably don't need to. Yep, but with that, just same thing, just whip the shit out of him. And make sure to pick up your bone biscuits before you leave. I have no clue what happens if you accidentally leave without picking them up. I assume you'd just be able to come back down and pick them up, but I also don't know. Because knowing old games like this, there probably is something like, where you probably would have to fight him again because they didn't anticipate anybody, not picking them up as they went. I'm trying to remember what game I've actually had that be a thing in. I know it's definitely been a thing with an older game, but I can't remember. It's just some quirks with the times. Yeah. Yeah, but like I was saying, but I think this game, pretty much, if you want to just get into the concept of, actually, I think it's pretty alright. My problem is by recommending like other games, like Devil May Cry 1 is a good game, but it definitely has a lot of the same mannerisms this one does, where it's like it essentially in that game's case, because it was the first of its kind. I look back on this game's release date, and I believe this game came out actually after. It was last week. I looked this up, so that's why it's not there. But I believe it pretty much did come out. It was either like after DMC 3 or before DMC 3. Either way, it was basically a post DMC 1 thing, which is why the camera angles are actually probably at least pretty better compared to some of the ones in that game. Yep, but like I said, you get 2,000 coins for your troubles, and that's pretty much gonna make up for the time loss you're gonna have for this chapter on your first run through. Yep. Like I said, an all-in-one tool that will fix almost anything. Make sure you pick that up before you go, and now we're off to help the clowns.
Jack, good. Get Igor's biscuit back.
I did.
I don't believe it. Oogie's monsters were right under my nose and under my house. I'm usually much more observant.
Well, unfortunately, I did find a way to swap out your brains with the weird green eyeball brain. I don't know. I don't know, maybe leave the fucking house once in a while? I don't. I mean, with how big this tower is, I'm assuming, you know, you can only... It's only so much you actually do go out to watch your shit. But I love the concept of the fact is they're taking these areas and transforming them into game levels, because if we're going realistically, the fucking way he has that set up is ridiculous. Motherfucker, why do you got such a giant long ass house? That's main thing is that you have to go up a big ramp to access everything, and then just all there is just Sally's room on part of it, and then Igor's room at the end. And not only that, fucking Igor, bro, poor Igor, man's got like no legs to save his life. Motherfucker has to like jump his way to his room. Honestly, maybe we gotta give it up for Igor, man. Man's going through a lot more than we thought. Alright, so...
Witch's shop, the best bargain in town.
I think I'm gonna actually pick up this other crystal bottle to help me out a bit.
I'm sure this will help you a lot, Jack.
I'm sure.
This will help you a lot. You are all...
Thank you. So now we have ourselves another crystal bottle. And we'll use the next set of soul coins we get in this next level to go towards our Pumpkin King form. But yeah, I want to get a second crystal bottle. Mostly because of the fact that the next level we're heading towards is actually one of the longer ones. It can't be one of the longer ones in the game. Especially on your first playthrough as you're trying to figure everything out. Because I wonder if we can view the map here. Okay, yeah. So it doesn't look that bad, but trust me when I say there's a lot more to this place than meets the eye. What they're not showing here is that there's a whole like under section that doesn't have a map to it. Also, can we talk about how like off to the side here is literally just the void? Halloween Town is just built on the edge of nothingness.
Merry Christmas!
Hey, first try. Yep. So, scare clown into stopping, and then run up to him and use this from the menu. If you try and interact with him, nothing happens.
Oh, at last, I finally stopped. Oh, my eyes are spinning. Oh,
Are you all right, clown?
yes, thanks to you. I hope those vampire brothers up the street are okay. I saw some of Oogie's monsters headed that way when my cycle went cycling.
Apologies about the audio. I don't know what's going on.
But that gate is closed and I can't get through.
No problem. There's a secret lever on the top of my house. I'll open the gate for you, and the mayor's house is on the other side.
It happens occasionally, but just not others, so I don't know what's going on with it. But that is Runaway Clown completed.
Clear time. Combo.
See, that's what I mean. 300. Okay, 379 is just an A rank.
Out. Nightmare rank.
Excellent.
It's fucking nightmare rankings. Nightmare mode rankings are ridiculous in this game.
Bonus.
Alright. Now with that, let us head on to the next chapter, where chapter 13, the Vampire Brothers, where unfortunately we're gonna now meet one of my favorite enemy types in this game. I'm not looking forward to this. And we get to meet him right off the bat. And this is where we get our new battle theme, get our town back. Alright. Okay, so the main thing with these guys is you cannot attack them up front. I'll show it in a bit, but because more will spawn in. But if you try to attack their front, they block it and they take no damage. So you have to get behind them. Now, whenever you do a full combo, though, they instantly retaliate. And honestly, even though they drop their axes like the Cyclops, I don't actually recommend picking them up unless you are point blank. Because what happens is they can actually still block their axes if they're attacked from the front, so you still have to get them in the back. And what it is that if you can get point blank of them, you can actually still attack them up front. Because what it is then the axe's hitbox is kind of like it's hitting behind them. It's weird. But it's a vampire castle, huh? What? Tomato juice? Now that is interesting. The book says, from ancient times, we vampires have been guardians of this land. Sworn to aid the future sovereign of Screams, we will always stand by his side. This is a coffin of the youngest vampire brother, but it's empty. This is a coffin of the second youngest vampire brother. There's a coffin of the second eldest vampire brother. The coffin of the eldest vampire brother. But where are they? What's this? Oogie Boogie transformed us into 4 bats. Find us and return us to our coffins. Well, sounds simple enough. What's up, Zero? What are we getting updates on? Yep. Vampire. Not even brothers, just vampire. I always said like the Vampire Brothers. I always found them the funniest looking when I was a kid. Like I just love their massive bodies and just extremely tiny heads. And once you know it, there's one outside here. So what you're doing?
Hole robber. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
So around the level that you're now gonna have to try and explore, there's a bunch of not a bunch of, there's exactly 4 of them. Alright, well I missed my opportunity, but what you have to do is you have to try and grab them. So you got 2 options. You can either attempt to get a straight shot like that, where you can grab on and latch onto them, or they are attracted to the, as I was trying to do with Santa Jack's Jack-in-the-Boxes. So as they're checking out the Jack-in-the-Box, that's when you get them. Don't stand too close to them, though. I'll try and show off what I mean, but you do have to have some distance, because if you're too close, then Jack can't hit them. Vampire Bats, return to Confident Break Oogie's spell. Now, you did get one, but you don't have to go ahead and immediately return them. You can go ahead and you can get all 4 before you return them. But that is our mission for this. Now, we go to the side here, though. We can find a little secrets. Nice, got 450 from it. I'm not gonna bother just because we're gonna be fighting plenty of them in this level. But to actually go further into the level, go to the left here. Residential area, Towers of Torment. So to show off the map to kind of get an idea what I'm talking about here. So it's a bit, I understand it's a bit weird, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna be hugging the left side of these walls first. Now be careful, because those will of course hurt you. Yeah, we're gonna go, there's 2 forks here. Not 2 forks, there's 2 paths. It's a fork in the road. But you're gonna go to the left one here first. And we won't go up the stairs just yet. Let me see. I'll come back and fight him on my run through back. But we're gonna check out this first. The Hemlock Homestead. Off the side here, some coins. Alright. Okay, I know where this place is, so... So we don't need to... We'll end up there later. I'm thinking a bit ahead. But... Now, you do not have to go this way, though. This long pathing leads to the mayor's house. We can't do anything there yet. And there's nothing down that way. So, what we're gonna do, though, is we're gonna first run up these stairs. And once you know it, there is a bat that is on these platforms. So what I would do is just set up your jack boxes. Oh fuck. Yeah, that's right, there's no invisible walls. So this one is probably the most annoying bat to catch because you're kind of just praying he comes to your side. Because your other option is basically, what it is that you have these hooks you can swing across.
Merry Christmas. robber. Merry Christmas. Coal robber. Coal robber.
Oh, come on. And yeah, you can fight them if you want, but it's like, it's really not worth it. Yeah, this one's probably the most obnoxious because like I said, if you get them on your side, try and throw out some jackboxes as soon as possible to catch its attention. Because then otherwise you're basically swinging from side to side to get to where he is, and then attempting to get his attention. But of course, don't swing too late, otherwise you'll then catch its, you'll get owned by the thing. Come on, no, motherfucker! Oh. There we go. Nice. Alright. So I said, so that's what I mean. So if you get them attracted to your, to the jackbox, keep around this distance, because otherwise, if you're actually too close to them, Jack can't grab them. His soul robber, like, undershoots them. It's weird. Alright, now for our second most annoying one. But first, a wonderful announcement from our,
My dearly abhorred denizens of Oogie Town, thanks to my own diabolically ingenious, I have decided to become ruler of not only Oogie Town, but all the holidays as well.
Oh no!
Be able to celebrate Oogie Boogie Day 7 days every year. Preparations have already been made. I will go secure the final remaining myself. After all, I have a debt to repay. Soon, I shall be the 7 holidays king. So stay tuned.
I mean, is that the equivalent of just having, not Christmas, Halloween, like, every month? Or at least in some way? Alright. Holiday leaders. The holiday doors lead to the holiday worlds. Each of these worlds are from where our favorite holidays are planned. Jack Skellington, the Pumpkin King, and Santa Claus are 2 such holiday leaders. Easter, St. Patrick's Day, Independence Day, Thanksgiving, and Valentine's Day have their own leader as well. We're not going to name any of them because who gives a fuck, but they're there. Alright, okay, no. So for this bat, so there's a bunch of other bats around. They're assholes. Basically, you're looking for the yellow one primarily. But just go ahead and take out all the traps around you so you don't have to worry. Yeah, so what you're doing...
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Like I said, this one sucks because it goes off screen a lot, so genuinely there's a lot of points you just don't even know where it's at or what it's doing. See, like, I don't know how it got to this side, but it did.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Coal robber. Coal robber.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Coal robber.
There we go. Nice. Yeah, when they actually check out the box, though, keep in mind they are actually swirling around it as well, so you kind of do have to line it up. Line up your grab. But with that, we have 3 of them. And I don't believe there's actually anything else this place. So I think we're actually... Yep, we're going to head down now. And as I said, even though it's like definitely video gamified, I do like, you know, the concept of this game existing, due to the fact that it... Okay, almost got screwed there, but... I do like the idea that it's like you actually are just kind of getting the ability to just explore all aspects to Halloween Town, even if it is basically in a video game format. That works, I mean, mostly because of the fact that it's going with the idea of, well, Oogie fucked everything up, so that's why everything's just not normal. But yeah, I don't think you ever really got like good shots of the downtown areas in the movies and such. Okay, but welcome to the residential area, the sewage slums. Alright, so there's trash cans. Yeah.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
Also, I forgot to mention, so yeah, so our upgrade to our Soul Robber is what's causing that wrecking ball now. So that wrecking ball, is now a bigger combo finisher, but what it does primarily is it launches enemies up into the air like so. That depending on the size of the enemy, as you can see, you can now even follow up by grabbing them out and up in the air and slamming them further. So our continuation is through these barricades, but before that, run to the side here, and you'll find a cracked wall. Whip it a bit, and this leads us into our next hidden area. Hidden place 11. And yeah, that's the Oogie transformed mode of these guys. What it is like the ogre ones, their transformed one gives them that ground wave attack that will put you in that stun state. That should that happen, swirl around the control stick, and that'll get you out of it faster. And as you've also probably noticed, we now have a different battle theme, Take Our Town Back, for this bit. I don't like it. I don't have much of an opinion on it because I think it's kind of lame as battle theme. Like, this is Halloween is just kind of annoying. Not annoying, really. It's... Okay, I forgot about that bit where Jack just fucking just was like, leave! But this is how it kind of works as a battle theme, given it does have that intensity to it that's like, okay, yeah, I get pumped up when I'm listening to this. This one, no, not really. Oh, fuck. Yeah, no, welcome to Reason primero no uno, where I do not like the fact you can only hit them in the back, is because situations like this, where their backs are to the fucking wall, and there's two of them, and I hate it. Okay, see, and that, yeah, that kind of shit where it's like, it's... Now, something that can help you out, though, is... I'll see if I can show it off. So the Scared Stiff box... Now, stupidly enough, the Jackbox is also still, play by the rules. You have to somehow scare them from the back. I don't get how it works either, but it does. And if you're able to scare Stiff, use the Scared Stiff one, which is the purple box. Yeah, I'm gonna transform me back to normal so I don't have to deal with this. But if you can use the Scared Stiff one, sorry, I'm like going hyper focused at points now because these guys suck. Then you can actually get some HP drops out of them, which helps out a bit. But yeah, your reward for doing this one, you get a Crystal Skull. You know, it's funny, Indiana Jones had to go through a whole ass movie for this, and we just got like four like in the span of like how long we've been playing this game, like 4.5 hours. Yeah, but next time we visit the witch's shop, we'll be able to make ourselves another crystal bottle. Yeah, so for the next part, burn these barricades. So you need at least like one red soul to get through these. And then walk up through here into the next area. The Hemlock Homestead.
Toll robber. Ready?
But
We can win.
alright, so this is the stun set I'm talking about. So if you twirl around your stick. Yeah. These are one of the few enemies I just go out of my way to just bring them out of Oogie mode, just because, like I said, you already gotta deal with the annoying concept of having to attack them from the back. It's like the last thing I need is also the shockwave stuff. But after you take care of that, you then swing on the other side here. And this leads into our, technically, air quotes, next hidden place. But there is an actual, bat in here that we want. Now, the annoying thing about this room is, if you're trying to get a good rank for your exclamation points, actually try to avoid the bat, or go ahead and grab the vampire brother as soon as possible. Because what it is, as you see, every time the Vampire Brothers notice you, they take away an exclamation point. I don't know why, it's just... because the frogs do that as well, and it's kind of weird, but I guess the idea is you're scaring something you're not trying to, but I'm like, I don't know, man. Alright.
Merry Christmas!
There. Toss out. Do what we normally do. Toss out the box.
Merry Christmas!
If he'll take a goddamn interest in it.
Coal robber!
Please.
Coal robber!
No, you...
Coal robber!
No, you bastard!
Coal robber! Coal robber!
There we go. To the power of getting stuck. And those are our 4 bats. There.
Merry Christmas!
I can appreciate, though, the detail of their hiding places in this level, though, is the fucking trash. I find something very entertaining about that. That's right, they did. You actually do gotta kill them in this area, because otherwise you can't swing across. Now, the best thing about this combo, the final soul rubber, though, is any traps now that you have to, that you want to attack, your full combo is now gonna be absolutely enough to just murk them in one, so... Like I said, it's why it's like, I say prioritize getting the soul rubber upgraded, just because it makes combat feel so much smoother. Yep. So there is also another way to get into the sewer like district, which my time bonus is already not best for this, so I can actually show that off, but... And also, it has a candy barrel at the end, so I'll actually be able to get something out of it. But that's what this other path leads to. So when you run at the end of here... there's a candy barrel, and this is another way to get to the sewer district. What it is you jump down that, and you end up, I believe, basically where those wooden barricades were that we had to get through to find one of the Vampire Brothers. But like I said, if you follow the route I did, it's kind of the most convenient in terms of getting everything in one go. So that's kind of just if you need to go back for something or you're trying to explore around. Also, you know, I'm not one to claim I know physics and shit. But doesn't the sparks on the ground kind of indicate that because they're constantly scratching at the ground, rather than keeping going forward, that they would just get stopped at some point just because friction? You know what, it's a video game. I'm just stop talking. They're magical guillotine axes, or whatever the hell you call those things. It's magic. Ooh. Alright, so now it becomes the annoying process. You gotta do this one at a time. And you get a cutscene for each and every one of them. As I said, you can technically keep coming back here to drop each one off, but there's really no reason to. Hello, sir.
At last, I'm my old self.
What happened?
My brothers and I opposed Oogie's plan. We told him this isn't the Halloween you wanted, so he tricked us and trapped us in our bat fawn. Sorry, Jack. While I was a bat, I couldn't recognize you.
Are your brothers stuck as bats too?
Yes, but I'll need help finding them.
I mean, I have the rest of them in my back pocket.
You look undead tired. You should rest. I'll find your brothers.
For generations, we vampires have been entrusted to guard the key to the mayor's house. Jack, take this. My brothers will have the remaining pieces of the key.
Oh yeah, I love how we never got past the video game phase though of like, here, have this invisible object. I'm just gonna hand this invisible object to you. It is now in your inventory. Alright, one of the 4 keys needed to enter the mayor's house. Also, this is probably the most ridiculous of how is Jack carrying all this, because when we see it, those mayor pieces are fucking huge. But, those vampire. Heh, heh, heh.
Here, Jack, take this.
Thanks. Rest easy now.
He looks so malnourished. 4 keys needed for the mayor's house. Yeah, because you're probably thinking, like, oh, these are just small, like, stone, like, maybe just, like, key objects that you place in the front door or some shit. And I thought the same thing whenever I first played this game. No. We'll see it. We'll see later, but, like, they are fucking giant. Like, it's like, where is Jack keeping all these?
Here, Jack. We're counting on you.
Good night. And unpleasant dreams.
Because it's even funnier, you know, it's just an adventure game thing, like how is the main character keeping all this? With Jack, it's particularly funnier because, I mean, fact is, look at this man. Where? I can't even make the joke he's shoving it up his ass because what ass? Also, I do love the fact that the actual coffins are just furniture, though. That is...
This is the last piece.
Thanks.
This is this piece.
Now the way to the mayor's house has been opened to you, Jack. We have to tell you about Oogie's plan. He used his henchmen to abduct the other holiday leader.
They dragged the leaders here, then took away the holiday doors so the leaders couldn't return to their own worlds. Lock, Shock, and Barrel then hid the doors in each area of the town so they wouldn't be discovered.
Well, that's what they mean by he's becoming the holiday
Easter,
king.
Thanksgiving, and the other holidays are being held prisoners somewhere in this town?
Precisely. Oogie's plan is to take over the holidays and become the 7 holidays king.
The 7 holidays king? This is intolerable.
First, you
Intolerable.
have to find the holiday doors. Otherwise, you won't be able to return the leaders, even if you find them. Take back those doors and find out where the leaders are being held.
Yeah, but then same shit, different story. But what 4 keys needed to enter the mayor's house? But that is chapter 13, the Vampire Brothers.
Clear time.
Done.
Combo. Damage. Exclamation.
Bam.
Count. Nightmare rank.
Excellent.
Soul bonus.
Yeah. And yeah, I believe pretty much when you get the S rank, you literally get a figure for each vampire brother. Sorry, I'm gonna edit something real quick. Alright, Alright. Sorry about that. Oh, we already stayed. So let us move on to the next chapter now. Chapter 14, The Mayor's Madhouse. But before then, we're actually going to make a run back to town real quick. Since I have enough money to upgrade some things and get us another crystal bottle. The mayor. Now most mayors can be two-faced, but in Halloween Town, they're not kidding. This politician has a rotating head. He turns to one face when he is pleased, and one when things are not going his way, which seems to be most of the time.
You must stop Oogie. Get the doors back and find the holiday leaders. You must stop.
Yes, but what are your other opinions?
Stop Oogie.
Yes.
Get the doors back and find the holiday leaders.
Okay. Do you have differing opinions?
You must stop Oogie. Get the doors back and find the holiday leaders.
Okay. So, do you have anything new to say?
You must stop Oogie. Get the doors back and find the holiday leaders.
What are y'all, a fucking barbershop choir? Yeah. Or quartet? Before then, though, I am gonna jump back up here, though, so I can get that other batch. Because, like the, hanging tree, every time we load back into this place, there's a new coin we can get. 476, that's pretty good. Yeah, but but the two hidden places we found were the only ones we had to worry about in this place. So with that now, we can, after I go and get my upgrades, we'll then head on to Mayor's house and see if we can save him. Also gotta say, I don't know, I find this a little bit satisfying. That's fine. So I've been saying, I find it so funny now, whenever I see my follower count drop, I'm like, okay, that's probably one of the bots that followed me and tried to convince me to sell their graphics design shit. And I look and it's just like, now it's like on my activity feed, it's like unknown user followed you like 2 days ago, and it's like, yeah, that about checks out.
You'll always be our hero, Jack.
Alright, yeah, let's fully upgrade Pumpkin King.
All that screaming to the next level. You're always welcome.
And now we'll restock.
Congratulations!
Oh, thank you!
You found 4 skulls, Jack. Here, take this bottle. You can fill it with spring water to drink when you feel tired.
When I feel tired? That is a good question, though. How exactly is Jack drinking this? I mean, I can't remember. Was that a joke in the movie or something?
Witch's shop, the best.
But yeah, I mean,
sure.
he's a skeleton man, so I mean, it would just go straight through him, right?
Sure, this will help. Sorry, that's all you can. You are all.
Yeah. But with Pumpkin King level 3, we can now carry 10 red souls on us. And that is the max you can upgrade him to. Bam, 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 bam. But I do love the small town theme, the town theme of like, this is Halloween. Like that the version they play in this little square. I actually quite enjoy it. I think it's cute, and I do hum it around in my head sometimes. But yeah, that's something we gotta talk about. This game, like, a lot of the battle themes and stuff are pretty, and like exploration themes are pretty alright.
Oh, you can get to the vampires or mayor's houses through this gate. Oh, I just hope those 3 little mischief makers haven't gotten to them yet.
I think they exactly did, so unfortunately, that's already been proven. But definitely one of the aspects of this game that sticks with me, and that I find sticks with a lot of people in this place, is the boss themes, because holy shit, those songs go so fucking hard for no reason. Namely, when we reach the final boss. That one's particularly my favorite. Yep. But as they're shown now, the mayor's house is now open. Ow. I forget sometimes that Jack, when you keep running in one direction and you have him stop, he then does a little wait. And like, he has to stop himself because he's going so fast. Alright, so be careful because, yeah, there's trash cans. And unfortunately, the pathing on this bridge is so fucked. It's genuinely kind of difficult to get across without like getting yourself hit by them, and the targeting system does not help. Down and back. Bam, 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 bam. But so I mostly enjoy a lot of those songs because I love how pissed Jack Skellington gets in those. I don't know why. Like I said, I find this game funny a lot of time because of just the concept of Jack Skellington, of all characters, kicking so much ass. Alright, now they don't show one, but one basically popped up around the entrance of, that we just came from. Yeah, like so. So be careful of that. Alright, so yeah, you see these small indents? Yeah, these are the fucking keys that Jack's been carrying around with him. It's like, sir, where? Like actually where? Do you got a bag of holding like Dungeons and Dragons? Do you have the ability to just fucking pull a fucking McBurn and just reach into an interdimensional portal and just pull out a demon sword that you need? And weirdly enough, you have to also do this one at a time, despite the fact that you got so much. Hey yo, Lilith, what's going on? Hope you're doing having a very lovely day. Unlike our friend here, he's not having too good of a day right now. But maybe we can go and solve that for him. The mayor used this to spread the news. Also, as we run up this ramp, I really hope you appreciate the bear just going, "Help!" Alright, day tired even though I slept forever. It'd be like that. I forgot there's even a night before Christmas came. Oh, I don't blame you. I mean, I say it, I love this game, but it's a weird one. But it's a hidden gem, I find. Even if it does have some little aging problems. But Slam. I bet you he's gonna say help right now. Oh no, maybe not.
Help!
Kind of, yeah, and it's but like it's got like it's kind of help. Oh my god, I should find some way to turn that into a fucking sound bit I can use. I forgot how much he spams it. Yeah, I guess it's like you kind of describe it as God of War. And what it is, it's got like a DMC style like ranking system and such. And you got different stances you can take. So like you got Pumpkin King Jack and Santa Jack set traps. I'm here, motherfucker. Chill.
Mayor, are you okay?
Jack, oh, you don't know how happy I am to see your skull. I thought I'd be stuck here forever.
How did we? Okay.
Do you know where where the holiday door is hidden in this residential area?
I saw some of Oogie's goons up on my roof. I wouldn't be surprised if they had it with them.
You'd better climb down from here and evacuate to someplace safe.
Thank you, Jack. Good luck.
Hey, Mayor, can you also explain to me why your house is a like video game level that's like spirals upward and just has like actual levels? Like, how do you get around this place yourself? Especially with those stubbiest of legs you've got. Yeah, so go up here and we got another candy barrel. We can just keep slamming. Bam, bam. So yeah, so this next part, it's a bit unorthodox, but, well, I guess unorthodox ain't the word. It's a bit tricky to see, but you actually kind of just have to run along the ledge. Do not go after that trail of coins. That is a trap to get you to waste time.
Toll robber! Toll robber! Toll robber!
Oh. Yeah, we have a couple of enemies that just spawn this platform. This is probably, if you want to get your best combo ranking for this level, this is your best chance to do so. Since you really don't get, unless you go after secret levels, if you go out of your way to find a hidden level, you really don't get an opportunity to do a lot of, to get a lot of large combo numbers in this. Right. Yeah, now watch out for those boarded parts though. You will, if you walk over them, you will fall through. Now when you get here, unfortunately though, we're gonna have to reset our progress we made on this because that's how we have to get our next golden pumpkin. It's how they get you. But pretty much I believe that's, yeah, that should be the only like collectible in the mayor's house. Besides that, the rest is just climbing up and not falling through the platforms. And luckily, after, of course, you save him, he no longer goes, help! I forgot, they don't like fall apart. Ow, motherfucker. Don't you hit me, that's just rude. Is this the... No. It's, I like inch by this place so much because it's like there's no invisible walls here, so if you do fall, cry a bit and then start climbing back up. Alright, and that goes for this part here. Be a little careful. Because I've had plenty of times where I've been trying to rush through this level and, yeah, fall down and all my progress gets kaput.
Combo. Damage. Exclamation.
Kabass. Sea bass? Kapass? Keybase? But that is chapter 14, the Mayor's Madhouse. And of course, you get a trophy for this one, if you get all S's, is the Mayor. Oh yeah, no, it's, they scream at you. And my favorite part is, I don't plan, of course I don't plan to get it, but those results screens, at the end of them, if you get the worst, so like the town residents, they like say, like, they like sing your praises and such. I don't plan to get the worst ranking in this, but if you get the worst rank in the game, which is C, all the townspeople start pitying you and be like, and they just go like, oh, ew. It's like how, if you get, like, I just got there, the B rank, like, the witch says, like, you'll get him next time. On C, they're just like, that's, not the best. Chapter 15, Rooftop Rumble. I don't know, maybe at some point, when I beat this game, I'll show off, like, what that looks like. Just sit around and level for a bit, but...
Well, well, if it isn't the three little pranksters again. You're not still working for Oogie, are you?
Jack, what do you think?
We're playing!
And winning! Another round, Jack? As if you had a choice!
It's time you three learned all games must come to an end. Especially this one.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. But welcome to now the... I don't remember the name for this trio. The three little shits.
Over here! This way, this way!
Now I do like the actual, like, Oogie in the background though, but... So there's two phases to this fight, pretty much. Alright, so anytime they... So they have a bunch of traps they toss out. So they either toss out a pumpkin your way. Here, turn it onto its ear. Oh god. So one's a bomb, one's a rock that just deals damage. Or actually, I think that's just bombs. But anytime they throw a bear trap, take it, and if you toss it at them, it stops them in their trap. Giving you a chance to whip them and get your combos in. And then after that, it becomes now you're fighting all three of them. Thing. Do you really want to play? Alright, so the biggest thing is you're listening out for sound cues because each of them have their stuff where it's like they scream out like Peril screams, take that. Okay. Yeah. So in this fight, I tend to prioritize what's her name? Shock. Because of that magic stuff she does. But like I said, lock, he'll basically Dragoon jump. And that's when you see, if you see that little shadow under you, then that's what he's doing. But otherwise, my best strategy, I whip them up into the air, full combo if you have level 3 at this point, and then grab them out of it and throw them into the other ones.
There's nothing funny about this.
Because then, if you get them like that, you can then now get them both, pretty much, and whip 2 of them at the same time.
2, 1.
Everything. They're fun and games. It sounds back to normal. Do you really want the blame? Oh no. Okay. Done. The brats is fact. This honestly might be one of my favorite songs in the game, though. I think it's mostly because I find a very big, what's the word, catharticism from just being able to just beat the crap out of these little shits. Because we like to say in this industry, man, fuck these kids. Fuck them kids. And they all share a life bar, so as long as you're hitting one of them, you're getting all of them. Yeah. So I said we didn't get to see a lot of shocks, tricks. Well, actually, no, that's wrong. We did get to see one, but the reason I prioritize her, she's what causes those spinning coffin things.
Really teach you 3 a lesson.
Oh. Throw him.
Who's first?
Jack! Trick or treat!
But what?
Looks like you really fell for that one.
To be now, to be fair, I don't think anyone is ready for the button that sends you to the Shadow Realm.
Phew, what a day this has been. What's this place?
A holiday door that has to be returned to its holiday tree. The Independence Day door. That was chapter 15, Rooftop Rumble.
Combo. Damage. Exclamation
Sabs.
marks count. Nightmare rank.
Oh, wonderful.
Soul bonus.
Yeah, we haven't had it, and I don't think we will this playthrough, but it's like, yeah, if you ever score like an S rank, that's when they like, everyone like just fucking cheers and goes crazy. What it reminds me a lot of is Sonic Unleashed in that game, because in that game you got like different versions of the song depending on the ranking you got at the end of the level. So like in that game, if you ever got E rank, you got this really horrendous, like out of tune, like version of the song. It was just kind of really funny. Alright, well, I guess let's find out where we ended up. You know, it was a very extremely dark place with like absolutely no lights or anything at all. So I wonder what we're gonna be. Oh, there's lava. Chapter 16, the Grisly Gauntlet. The Oogie Corridor, the Magma Maze. What is this place? There's nowhere to go but straight ahead. This place is filled with Oogie's booby traps. I don't think I care to fall into that lava. I don't think you would, Jack. By the way, did y'all know you could actually kick lava? Alright.
You're going to be torn to pieces, Jack. Do you really think you'll make it out of here alive? It's so entertaining watching you run from my little traps down there. Oh, and I've got even scarier traps in store for you later.
But yeah, so this is Oogie's. This is Oogie's Gauntlet. So this is basically, for all intents and purposes, a platforming parkour challenge. Now, if you do fall into the lava, like every other pit you fall into, it's not insta-kill. It's just a little off your HP. So this does partially imply that Jack is lava-proof. So think of that what you will. Also, I do gotta say, I do like this little song. Come on! Da, 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 da. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so to get that crystal skull, we need to basically run in this platform as is going through, and then grapple our way on over. Alright, so now the big thing with this place is that there are two secrets that we're trying to find while we're here. There's two hidden areas, basically, that they're usually pretty on the way. Like, you don't really have to try too hard to find them. I have to remember a lot of this off my top of my head, so we'll see. But a lot of them, I think both of them are in this first area of it, though. Yeah, so the first one, one of them is in that skull area. So what you're doing is you're riding this platform, and then grab it, and then swing towards it as you go by. And this is how we get to Hidden Place 12, Mouth of Madness. Also, by the way, if you are trying to get the combo rankings for this though, this is basically your only. These hidden areas are your only chance to fight enemies in this level. Otherwise, there's like no real opportunity to get other exclamation points or get your combo ranking up. Oh. That's what I mean with this guillotine. These guillotine guys. Like the worst. It's like any fight they ever use those guillotine guys in, they find some way to just, oh, that's right, these bombs count as an enemy type. Yeah. But for doing that, we get another golden pumpkin. Yeah, those guillotine guys, they just have ways of, whenever they want to use them in levels, just putting them in really weird positions, or just playing them off screen. Says I'm running low on health. I think I might actually... So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run to the end of this, Okay, never mind. We're healing. We're healing. I'm drinking my Gatorade. Who knew Buzzsaw's hurt? So never mind, we won't bother going for that health drop, but it is there if you need a little pick-me-up. Because you can... That last boss fight can... It's not like the hardest in the world, but it can get a little rough if you're unlucky with how they position themselves. Alright. So the big things here is, of course, you have these cards that, they pull out the swing, so just, you know, just be patient, wait until they come out. Now watch out for these flamethrowers, because the camera will make it difficult to see them. And that completes the first part of the Gauntlet. It's locked. As I lock Shock and Peril, I've locked the Valentine's Day leader inside. Yep, so this is where all the holiday leaders are being kept. But... So we'll make sure to look at this one. This cage is for Halloween. So Oogie planned to throw me in here, eh? He did. Well, hello, sir.
That corridor looks rather nasty. It would make a lovely park for the children. Don't forget.
Save it now. Or risk doing it again.
Is this indicating that the three Mr. Hydes made it through that? Because can I see that? Can I see the recording on that? Because that's quite... I'm quite interested to see how that looks. No one's inside. And then Oogie throw Sandy in there. Oh, hey guys, he's back! Like a fucking Charlie horse from hell. You don't ever want him, and then he shows back up. Right. Santa Claus. Santa Claus is the holly jolly ruler of Christmastown. Jack used to call him Sandy by mistake, but Santa would rather that Jack just didn't call him at all. Bitch, can you please just not? Yeah, same spiel. Now this one's probably the worst though, because the camera angle in this place is quite bad. Because it tends to obscure a lot of the spiders, so if you're not noticing a lot of them, it's most likely because they're at the bottom of the room. And it's just difficult and hard to see them. And plus, you really don't get a lot of room to hit the spider's anus. Hurried, back home I hurried. That thing, I like this song, but it's like I don't need to hear it like 3 different times, especially when there's no rhythm game attached to it. You know, it's always like, this actually does kind of make me start thinking, though, like, it kind of reminds me of how it's like, people always, I see people always debate, like, kind of like, is fighting, like, mini-bosses, like, as normal enemies, or enemies that, like, show up cool, or not? And I'm under the impression it is, because, now granted for action games it's a bit different, because that's just trying to show a form of a skill and basically a trial of sorts, but it is always like my favorite thing in RPGs when it's like a boss. Name when stuff like the very first boss you ever fought becomes a normal enemy. Like, some people don't like it because they think it's like, it's recycle and unoriginal. I love that shit. Because to me, that firstly, it shows scale of like where your character is between where they were then. But it's always like, now it's like, it's so interesting and funny now to see like, oh, well, this one attack they used to do that was like a massive threat to your party's HP is now actually just like, now it's only like, not that big of a deal or manageable. You know, it's like, my favorite example of that, it kind of fits with this, is Dark Souls. Now, granted, Dark Souls, it was a bit, I'm talking about Dark Souls 1, but they do it sometimes in the other games. But like in Dark Souls, how, when you reached, like, the... Oh god, this is a good... setup, but when you got to what was basically Dark Souls' version of Hell, or basically, I can't remember what it's called, but like the lava zone, you started to encounter a lot of the demon enemies that you fought as your first bosses and such when you started the game. Granted, there was a bit awkward because they were very haphazardly placed, but still, it was like the best feeling when it's just like, oh yeah, no, you're just tough enough now. These guys can just be normal threats, like as just normal enemies. Or it's like, I know a lot of people don't usually like them, but I don't know. I actually kind of dig, I always kind of do dig the boss gauntlets when action games and such do the boss gauntlet, or like some sort of like rematch against the previous boss fight. Granted, some games do it a lot better than others, but like, Devil May Cry 3's, for example, it's like, by the time you do that boss rush, you know, every single boss you fought at the start of it was like extremely tough and like adrenaline filled and such, and the rematches are just as intense, but it's like, then it's like, but you have so much better grasp on the gameplay. You've got a much bigger HP bar to actually take some hits, and it's like, to me, that's an example of just like stuff I like when a game wants me to rematch bosses. That's what I like think of as a good example. Okay. Yeah, so after that cage lowers down, that's basically a way for you to get back to Halloween Town and recuperate yourself.
Witch's shop, the best bargain in town.
Ma'am, your voice is peaking.
You'll always be our hero, Jack.
I might just wait until I can get the full upgrades for Cold Front, or I might as well just wait until I can get the
Witch's shop, the best bargain in town.
buy the golden pumpkin. Because all upgrading Santa Jack's traps really does is just ups their range and the So that might be just it. That's why it's like, I don't really prioritize them except for the repossession one, since that just makes it useful for taking out hiding enemies. Yep, but got my 3 fill-ups, and... yeah, who knew Oogie's hideout was literally just under us. Like, we have literally just an elevator down into it. Which means Mr. Hyde was a fucking asshole and used it and then carried it back up.
Save it now, or risk doing.
But you know what? You let me save my game, so I suppose I can forgive you. Alright, but whenever you finish with the boss and go and recuperate, examine the Santa door again. What's this? Looks like I can enter the cell. Do I go in? By the way, I never actually knew Mr. Hyde was down here, because he blends in so well with the background. Can't go any farther. I need a bright idea. There must be something I'm not seeing. As camera pans towards obvious solution. Yeah, but welcome to Oogie's Gauntlet Part 2. That's Santa Jack. So, how this one... all you gotta do, just run onto this next platform, light it up, and then that's pretty much it. Otherwise, I believe the platform just stays in place. Or just goes somewhere you don't want it to. Alright, so I believe it's... yeah. Yep. So go at the end of that hand as it lowers, and then you just like skyrocket into the next hidden place. Fire Skull. And in this hidden place, there's a bunch of candy barrels for you to slam. So just get all the good little goodies in here. I don't know if there's actually any, like, I don't believe there's actually any enemies in here. It's just, for these, barrels. Now the big thing is, the way Jack automatically ends the combo is that he just automatically tosses the barrel at the next one. So that's like the challenge here, is the moment you toss it, immediately head towards the next one and start slamming it. To get maximum profit out of this room. And the enemies here are, of course, just here to mess you up, so you accidentally whip the barrel, causing it to prematurely start getting up. And even though he gets close to hitting you, as long as you keep slamming the barrel into him, you're good. You're good. Yep, but that is hidden place 13. Yeah, and if you get here without fire souls, you can get more at the bottom there. You can jump down to the bottom to get more fire souls, so you can actually light that candle. So you're not screwed. Yeah, I'm maxed out. But I will definitely say you'll want to go into the next boss fight maxed out on fire souls, because Pumpkin King Jack is going to help you a lot with the next fight. Yeah, that one you can just safely... The blue candle means nothing. You just safely get across. Ow. Now, I do like this level aesthetically, though. It's like, I like the, I have always liked the, Oogie's, like, style being the casino stuff. I've always thought that was a fun idea. Alright. Now, the gimmick here is, of course, the sword bands do their thing, but also, every other time, yeah, those cannons launch out and they'll get you while you're going across. So just... every other run through, swing on through. And for this one, wait until he brings in the platform as close as possible, and then swing across. Honestly, all I can say is thank goodness they did not go through, I'll give a lot of compliments. They could have made this game so much more worse if they wanted to actually, like, time your jumps and stuff, or do, like, small hops across different platforms. Oh my god, this game would be so much more worse if they actually did that, because they did that kind of stuff in DMC 1 and 3. I think the only game they actually stopped doing the bad platforming in was 5. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, yeah, no, I'm just going smooth brain for a moment. So, to actually continue, you hop on this platform, and then you go here when the second one's rising. But, okay, do not go off the platform, Jack. Alright. But that mouth, thing, that's where the end of the level is. But, if you want a little extra money... Also, I applaud them for also not being complete dicks, and it's like, because I could have totally had this stuff set up so, like, when you take hits, it's like you then just fall off the ledge and instantly die. So, no, if you ever just get hit by the buzzsaws, you just get clonked, and then Jack just keeps moving on like nothing happened. I have to imagine what it is there probably was a build of this game where they did knock you off, and then people got fed up. I was reaching up to adjust my headphones and then accidentally just schmacked them.
Clear time. Combo. Damage. Exclamation
Come
marks
back.
Count.
See back.
Nightmare rank.
Oh no.
Soul bonus.
Okay, well, we actually, yeah, funnily enough, we got to see it. Yeah, so that's what I mean. They just go, oh no. Oh. Actually, no, now that I remember, the worst rank you can get in this game for anything is D, actually. D is where they just go like, oh, you suck. That is a muy no buenas. But that was Chapter 16, the Grisly Gauntlet. So let us now continue onward to Chapter 17, Casino Clash. The Oogie Corridor, Twist of Fate.
Oogie, return the holiday leaders to their worlds.
I can assure you, the leader of every holiday is right where he should be. And you're looking at him.
Where are you holding Sandy?
Jack, weren't you listening? I said I had a debt to repay old Sandy Claus. A debt I'm going to pay back in person. I don't want you causing any trouble while I'm on my little visit. So I've hidden the Christmas door behind something quite nasty. So in the meantime, let's say we have some fun. The Oogie Casino is now open!
Oh, suppose nothing changes.
What are we gambling for, you ask? Nothing all that valuable. Just your life. Cue the music.
Doesn't matter if it's Kingdom Hearts 1 or this, we're fighting in a giant casino wheel. And...
Well. Look what the bat dragged in. Jack, you made it this far. Oh, I'm really scared.
Alright, so this fight consists of multiple phases.
You're joking. I can't believe my ears. You're joking. You gotta be. That's loud.
Now, so whenever he's in the middle here, he causes these card things to pop up. Now, as he's doing this, blades are going around his centerpiece that can hit you like that.
You think you are winning?
These dice pop up, and they're also bombs. It's going a bit fast, so it's hard for me to talk about it. Now, anytime he starts breathing in like that, grab the bombs and toss them in. That stuns him and turn into Pumpkin King Jack, so you can just flamethrow the shit out of him.
The leaders of the holidays must right now be set free. Release them all at once, or you will have to deal.
Yep. Anytime those cowboy robots pop up, they're attempting to shoot you, but if you get them before they fully go out, you can cause them to shoot Oogie instead. And keep in mind, during that phase, while you're trying to get the bomb dice, he is also, blades are coming out of the middle piece, so they can get you and ruin it. But yeah, it's whenever he goes, the part of the song hits where he's going to whoa-ho, whoa-oh. Oh, time to focus. Free. Them all once or deal with me. Holidays. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The Pumpkin King.
Is that the best you've got?
Well, Jack just sounded tired on that one. Like, Jack just wants to go to sleep. My man's just tired. Yeah, but like I said, as you can see, you can whip the cards as you're going around, and that's how you get music notes from them. Always. Yeah, you can at most get 2 bombs in. Any others, and most of the time, at least I've noticed, they just blow up in the hand then because it's too late.
The leaders of the holidays must right now be set free. Release them all at once, or you will have to deal with me.
You ran the maze. I love this song. This is probably one of my actual favorites. I'd say actual. I love all the songs in this. They all go so hard. Oh yeah, be careful. When he is sucking in, he is actually dragging you forward, is the thing. Alright. This should be able to finish the fight now.
The leaders of the holidays must right now be set free. Release them all at once, all you have to deal with me.
The maze. Holidays. Alright, one more round of it. Unfortunately, I'm out of, oh wait, we're good.
Well, look what the backtrack is. Jack, you made it this far.
The worst part about this phase is when you're trying to dodge out of the way, the camera can potentially cause you to dodge into the swords.
You're joking. I can't believe my ears. You're joking. You gotta be.
Alright. You can sometimes soul spin them to get them to aim upward at Oogie, but honestly, it's so inconsistent. You're better off using Pumpkin Jack.
You think you are winning? That's a lot of noise.
Otherwise, we're about to have this battle finish now. Okay, in the worst case of heartburn to finish off the battle.
You've got some nerve escaping my.
Yo, he kinda got a dumpy. Not even gonna lie.
The real loser is you, Jack. For he who has
But to be fair, he do be cheating.
wins.
He do be cheating. He is just a sack of bugs. Where did he go? Oh, you can just do that.
Congratulations, hero. You defeated my shadow. Neat trick, huh?
Oh god, we beat his Heartless, guys. We didn't beat him.
In Christmas Town.
We have to go find Oogie's nobody now.
The Easter door? But where's the Christmas door? I'd better get back to the plaza.
It's through some bullshit, Jack. Oh, okay. Man, it's just like, I'm gonna just jump in this hole. We're gonna end up back at the plaza. But that was Chapter 17, a Casino Clash.
Clear time. Combo.
Okay.
Damage.
Damn it.
Exclamation mark.
Sass.
Nightmare rank. Oh.
Could have done at least been like SA, so I can make like a Sasa Lele joke.
Soul bonus.
But anyway, at least got to just immediately show you the Roulette Oogie. So yeah, so we at least got to show off. That's what it kind of looks like whenever you get an all A or S ranks on this. But yeah, like I said, just bring in Red Souls for Pumpkin King Jack into that fight, just because otherwise it... Like I said, you can try to soul spin or find a way to strike all the cowboys to get them to... Because you have to get them all is the problem. You can't just get like 2 of them to do it. It's like, if you want all the cowboy ones to hit Oogie, you have to get them all in one. So you can try to soul spin, but it's very risky. I've only had it like work really like once or twice whenever I played this game. Because you have to be in a very finicky position and they're shooting at you, so it just becomes a pain. But with that, let us move on to our next chapter. Chapter 18, Spiral Hill. And just like the movie, let's rise on out. That's some baller ass shit right there. Alright. Well, since everyone's around, firstly, I'm gonna heal. But now, let us talk to everybody.
After that ride, I got a need for speed.
Clown for the next Need for Speed movies. Clown Tokyo Drift.
Everyone's come to cheer our Pumpkin King.
Yo, I'm
Why don't
floating.
you take my quiz? It'll spin your spine.
Motherfucker, no.
Go get that Oogie. You're the only one who can do it. We're all counting on you, Jack.
Understood. Behemoth, how you doing? How you doing, my sweet, sweet boy?
Take time to grow back.
I'm sure they do.
I grow again. My job.
And you do good at it. I love Behemoth, he's such a mood. Alright, so the actual way you continue this, though, is a bit weird, and they don't really explain much to you, but I'm talking with everybody, but to actually continue on with the game, you have to first talk with the mayor, and then talk with Hanging Tree. Everyone else is just purely optional dialogue.
Get that Oogie. He tricked Igor.
Sir, he did, like, the least amount to trick you. He literally just had the doctor tell you, stand guard, and then took your food.
Mayor, I have a favor to ask. 5 holiday leaders are trapped in Oogie's hideout.
What?
What? Help!
I have to follow Oogie to Christmastown. While I'm gone, I'd like you to kindly escort them to a safe place and then return each of them to their own worlds.
You want me to save the holiday leaders?
Yep.
Exactly.
You can count on me, Jack. I won't let you down.
No. Does he have any more dialogue after that?
Don't worry, I'll
Yeah.
rescue the holiday leaders. You can count on me. Oh, the tragedy, tragedy.
A tragedy indeed. Also, yeah, this is what now the town hall area looks like, now that's been prettied up and cleaned up. It's quite nice. It's quite nice when it's not a boss arena, where we have to face against Oogie's true self. And what we are going to do is, I believe the witches are in their witch shop like usual. I don't know if they have extra dialogue, but I'm at least shopping here for to get us more health. And restock on our fire souls, because for this next series of chapters, avoid using Pumpkin Jack as much as humanly possible. Like, I'm being for real, because there's the chapter after this is gonna have a combat challenge that, like, damn near requires you to use Pumpkin Jack. So
Witch's shop, the best bargain in town. I'm sure this will help you a lot, Jack.
yep, but the next one costs 15k, which don't know if we're gonna reach that in this playthrough, but are you sure? Are you sure about that?
Jack,
You'll always be our hero, Jack.
Are you sure? And then here, I can upgrade
This
Scared
will take
Stiff.
all that screaming to the next level. You're always...
Now, besides that, another thing we should do before we head off, because the next area we're heading off to is back into the cemetery, like I said. But I believe if we head back into this manhole at the start of this level, I could be wrong and thinking of something else, but
Soul Robber!
Oh my god. I hate these fuckers! They're also causing my game to lag to hell. That's why I hate these things. It's why I hate these enemies, because you just put... This is like a slightly weaker way to show like why that barrel fight we got so lucky with, but why it ends up being so annoying if you're not careful. Alright. Alright. Because it's just like they don't fucking stop. And when one of them gets delayed, the other one just I hope y'all's version of hell is that you just fucking get forced into a melee weapon. Alright, but yeah, so when you fight them, when you beat that new crowd in this chapter going forward, you now get access to a heat skeleton. So I guess that is another example of like, this is the only other like secret level where you have to go into it twice to get a collectible. Yes, do that. My damage ranking is now fucked, but screw it.
Jack, I'm so glad you're okay. Oogie took the Spiral Hill Road toward the hinterlands.
The hinterlands.
Everywhere. They're guarding Spiral Hill Gate. You'll probably need Zero to help find the gate key. Go trounce those monsters and save us all.
Understood.
I will, Hanging Tree. And thanks.
Like I said before, hordes of corpses roam the graveyard at night. Be careful.
Understood. And I think that's everybody. I don't think there's anyone else in the square that we can talk to. But no Sallys, apparently. Bizarre. But yes, so we're heading back into the graveyard, where now, right off the bat, we can get Zero. Also, as he has put it, the tombs are back down now, so enemies will start popping up again. But as you can see in the distance, our next crystal skull is now now at the top of the hanging tree. So that only happens on this chapter and going forward. But let us call back out for the Zeros.
There you are, Zero.
How are you doing, good boy?
I need your help to find the Spiral Hill gate key.
Yeah. You need to do this because, yeah, we need the actual key. If you try going straight for Spiral Hill, it'll quite literally go, shit's locked. I mean, the game won't quite literally say that. That's just my translation. Now, luckily, the good thing about this chapter, though, is we're back to just dealing with these normal Cyclopses and not their fucking asshole cousins. But yeah, Soul Robber level 3, you can also grab them and fucking slam them now. Yeah, this particular pair of skeletons may be your best chance for getting your ranking up, unless you go back and do some old some old other hidden place. I don't know if the 100 of Skeletons pop up back since I've never done it, but you can probably actually go back to Sally's room and fight that horde again to get that massive combo again. Like I said, don't quote me on that. I've never done it. I've always just gotten all my combo rankings here, but just because it's easy to just whip the enemies and then just, yeah, at least get up to horror show, so... I don't know. Maybe if you're trying to go for all S ranks, you could head back to Sally's room and try it. Yeah. But to talk about where Zero is heading, Zero's heading to where the Deadly Nightshade grave is. So that's what I mean, is we are heading back to that area anyway, so I can now get the Crystal Skull back. Like I said, you can technically, if you're just... The moment you get the trophy from it, or the figurine from it, the first time, then it's just, the Crystal Skull replaces that for every other visit to it. Unless you're doing the Deadly Nightshade chapter, of course, then that's replaces that. It's quite bizarre, and I don't know why they did it that way, but they did. Yep, that is our second Crystal Skull. For our fourth crystal bottle. I'm not gonna bother swinging around on those trees to get the rest, but... Now, I do believe enemies are going to pop up, so you need to fight them before you... Actually, no. You can literally interact with it before then. They're at least polite and let you do the cutscene.
There it is. Thanks, Zero.
Henbane. Right. For Southgate to the graveyard to Spiral Hill. Wait. As that will now jump back into the Deadly Nightshade. I don't know if there will be new enemies for this. I don't think so. Nope, it's still the Cyclops men. Now, we never really got a chance to fight him with Pumpkin Jack, but Pumpkin Jack are actually pretty alright for these guys because 2 bursts from Pumpkin Jack is enough to kill them. Like I said, though, don't use Pumpkin Jack yet. Like, just don't do it. Save it for a very specific moment in the next chapter. Like, unless you want to make the run back to Halloween Town, or potentially do a little bit of grinding and hoping. Yep. We now have a third Crystal Skull for our fourth Crystal Bottle. So we can hold even more Gatorades. Okay. God damn, what are my neighbors doing up there? They've been dropping shit all day. It's like, I swear the neighbors that live above me, it's like they're perpetually walking around with like high heels or like, I don't know, some like shoes or some shit, because every, like, weekend, I swear, like, all I can do is hear them, just hear their loud-ass foot stomps, like, in the... like in the morning, in the middle of the day, when I'm about to go to sleep. It's like, oh, what the hell are you wearing around your apartment? Like in my apartment, all I wear is just like my fucking just whatever t-shirt I've already used throughout the days, and then pajama bottoms. Just for those moments I ever do actually have to answer the door for anybody. It's not often, but it does happen. I've already proven myself. Yeah. Right. And after we finish this chapter, guys, I will be calling it here because I do have some business to take care of. But also, I think this is a good spot because then it means next part we can actually finish up the game, and then oh boy. Ah, you little bastards! I don't know if Treat got owned. Okay, no, he didn't. But he came to me, so it worked. Yeah, I was quite sad, though. I mean, I live in apartments, so it's not surprising, but, we actually did get some trick-or-treaters, like, last year at my apartments, and a lot of them were, like, really fucking cute costumes and such. So, it's sad we didn't get anybody this year, just because, I guess, of course, a lot of people probably moved out, but... See, chat, that works out, because all that means is now, is that that's just more candy for me. Even though, like, I got those multi-bags that was like, oh, they got a bunch of, like, they have Reese's, they have Twix and all that, and M&M's, and, like, I'm desperately just clamoring for all the Reese's and Twixes. So like, until I have to actually start eating those M&M's, like, the last thing in those bowls. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, don't forget about the fire traps here. But no, but also, speaking of costumes, I'm actually currently working on myself. It's mostly for more so Ren fairs, but I actually kind of got like this small like Bloodborne type thing going on. So I have like this duster coat that I got last year. It was pretty expensive. I saved up for it, but it's stylish as shit, and I love it. But I'm hoping to get like kind of a vest for it that. I don't know how you describe it.
Halloween Town. No matter what Oogie calls it. Go get him, Jack.
Will do.
Don't forget.
I'm gonna whip the shit out of him.
Now, or risk doing it again.
But so like it's the very first outfit in Bloodborne where it's like you got like a fluffy, or also, by the way, to open this area, grab this wheel and like pretty much over and over again. But I don't know what you call them now, but it's like kind of like, I think it's like literally called like frilly shirts or something, like those white shirts that like Asterion in Baldur's Gate 3 rocks, and then this red vest onto it. And what it is I have two cosplay gun pieces attached, so it's like I'm getting a small like handle on that and such. Now, unfortunately, they combined the Cyclops with these assholes, so... Alright. I am gonna use Pumpkin Jack just for this one, and then hope I can get a refill at some point. Oh my god. 3 of these jackasses. They know why we can't have nice things in life, people. Alright, once again, I'm asking you all to fuck off. No, no, please. Okay, thank God he didn't go Oogie mode over that. Game, can you, like, just not? Can you, like, why are you being so abusive to me now? What did I do? Is it because I didn't celebrate Halloween all that much this year? Because I was too busy getting used to streaming and all that? Like, I have many years to get used to it. I clean up my act, but like, chill. Okay. Luckily, no more popping up, so we're good. Yep, and that is how we get our next golden pumpkin. Fucking need it after that bullshit. But yeah, so right now I'm like working on getting this cosplay gun holster piece, like for both like on my belt and like kind of across my chest, because I have like a triple barrel like revolver thing that I got at Ren Fair last year, and a small like pistol one. Well, so we could go down this one well, but it seems like we can't do anything. And so it looks like we'll need to, explore a bit more. Wait. I always dug Spiral Hill. Like, it... Funnily enough, it's like one of my most... I feel like it's, like, really one of the more recognizable, like areas in, like, Disney and all that kind of stuff, but... it's like when I played Kingdom Hearts for the first time and I ever got to Halloween Town and, like, you could actually just, like, run on the actual hill. I don't know, it was, like, a little... Fuck these things. I genuinely had, like, a really big fan reaction. I'm like, oh my god! Yep, so I believe to actually access this place, that you do need Soul Robber level 3. I could be wrong, you could just have to whip them enough, but I do believe you actually do need Soul Robber 3 to do the Wrecking Ball hit. And who'd have thunk it, down here it's a lot of traps. No, I'm not talking about those kinds, you fucking weirdos. No, honestly, pretty much, jokingly, I feel like traps would scare a lot of people. What on earth is this chase the mouse shit? Well, that was mildly disappointing. That's like getting fucking raisins for Christmas. I just said fucking... That's like getting raisins for Halloween. How do I've literally been saying Halloween for like the past fucking 2 hours. How did I fuck? Oh my god. Chat, we. Alright. So this place has a gimmick, basically. So there's a ghost that's gonna spawn in this room. Take the ghost, throw him at the statues. Do not kill the ghost until pretty much you take care of all these statues. Because after you do that, that's what causes this, that's what causes that door to open. Otherwise, that door remains closed. That ghost is the only way to open up this door. Oh, I forgot they fucking blocked the explosives, the assholes. God, why are y'all so rude? Yeah, these enemies out of everyone kind of just feels like a lot of time the reason I get hit is just, especially when there's multiple of them in the room, is just very poor positioning. How is he blocking that? Oh, fuck off. Yeah, so it goes both ways, apparently. If the axe is too far, like, going too far in front of them, they count the axe as hitting from the front, even though it really should just... No, I need these 8. Like, the only saving grace is they do like the Cyclopses where they scream before they hit things. Oh my god. I forgot how ridiculous these last hidden areas kind of get with this shit. Motherfuckers, do y'all stop? Like, how many of y'all's extended cousins do I have to take out for this shit? You know, I bet it's because they heard I'm trying to conserve on my oh, son of a bitch. I was trying to grab the axe, which is why can he block it? I'm smacking you in the ass. How are you able to block from the front? Alright. I've collected a figure of King Skeleton. Yeah, I think that's what the name of those big boys are. The king of what? King of fucking bullshit? That's how I feel. Alright, but I don't believe there's anything else. Well, I could be wrong. Alright. Well, that's the entrance to the first well drop, so if you need to go back there for some reason, you can. Wait, then what's this one? Oh, fuck. Okay, never mind, there's a candy barrel. I almost forgot about this. Man, we just hanging on with those 2 HPs. We're survivor chats. We just need to feed Jack his milkies, and I'm sure he'll grow big and strong. Oh. But when you reach this point, well, doesn't this look like a fucking dumbass gimmick? Yep, so look at the shapes and then place the appropriate holiday doors. There's one for Valentine's Day. There's not one for all of them. It's only specifically these 4, but Valentine's Day, and then Halloween and Thanksgiving and Easter. Now, I do like the song they actually do play during this, though.
Sally, you shouldn't be here. It's dangerous.
That's where she was.
I had to warn you. Oogie's headed for the hinterlands. I have a bad feeling more trouble is waiting for you down this path.
Well, yes, it's a video game, so... Also, I am gonna turn the volume down on this even more, just in case this ends up triggering anything. Because last time YouTube did unfortunately almost threaten me a bit, being like the start of Sally's theme in the graveyard bit. It didn't copyright flag the video or like strike it or anything, but they did just go like, hey, there's a little something here. There's some bullshittery afoot, so that's why I'm also turning it down and talking over it like this. So hopefully, maybe that nothing gets caught or triggered. But I will say, I find this scene very cute. But
it's okay, Sally. Nothing's going to stop me from returning Halloween Town to how it was before.
All right, I can now turn it back up. But I do have to say, one of the biggest things I think they could have done more of in this game is kind of give... Its storytelling is definitely there. Like, of course, you're not playing this game for its story, really. You're playing because, A, the concept, playing Jack Skellington in a fucking action game kicking ass and such, but... I definitely feel like they could have done a bit more with, like, maybe the characters, or especially, like, Sally. Oh my god. Sally's a bit saddy. Hey, better.
Soul bonus.
Like, because unfortunately, it's kind of a thing where it's, like, all the characters' personalities are there, and like, you know, they are like they're their expressive selves, and they are the characters you remember if you watch the movie. Also, this is going to be end of the part here, because like I said, I got stuff I need to take care of, but and plus I think it's a good stopping point. It's just the issue is a lot of the dialogue in this does kind of come down to, hey Jack, shit's gone rough, or hey Jack, you should go here. And it's like, I wish there was just maybe a little more. Funnily enough, the only character I feel like gets the most dialogue's worth out of like kind of expressing themselves is fucking Corpse Kid, and that's just because he gives a quiz. But can mute that. Well, now we can keep it going in the background. But with that, thank you all very much for coming to today's session. I do appreciate it. And with that, we will continue and pretty much finish up the night before Christmas, Oogie's Revenge, next Sunday. So this Tuesday and Friday, of course, playing some more Black Myth Wukong. And then next Sunday, when we do this game, I'll then also potentially, if we finish it early enough, I'll then jump straight into Castlevania Symphony of the Night, since that's the next game I plan to replace this. Because then that means Castlevania Symphony of the Night can take the main slot when we beat Black Myth Wukong, and then after that, Resident Evil 1 will take over. But I have been Psychonius. I hope you all have a wonderful night. If you'd like to see sorry I had to lurk the whole time. Hey, no problem, Lilith. Hey, thanks so much for stopping by though. I appreciate it, so hope you enjoyed it. But if you want to see schedule updates and such, you can find me on x.com/Psychonius. I just post my updates there, and VODs and such go on YouTube. But hope you all have a wonderful night, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye.